everyone, it is Corey here and welcome back to my kitchen. So today we're going to be doing one of my favorite recipes and this makes me really excited. We are going to be doing Texas caviar and spoiler alert, there's not actually caviar in Texas caviar, but that's okay. So what are we doing? So this is a really simple recipe and you can go online, you can go on Pinterest or search the web or on Instagram even and find lots of recipes for Texas caviar. And what you'll find in all those recipes is a certain core elements, right? Certain core ingredients that make up Texas caviar. And that's basically what I have here in front of me right now today. And the reason why I like the recipe that I will be making today is because it is only those core ingredients, right? So it elevates everything. It elevates the core ingredients so you can get the true flavor and the true texture of what Texas caviar is supposed to be. But it's also a really basic recipe that's easy to do and it allows you to add your own flourishes as you see fit to customize it because it is a basic recipe and as long as you add those flourishes in moderation, it does not upset the actual overall recipe in any way, shape, or form. So let's run through it real quick. You're gonna need lime juice, right? You're gonna need some red onion. You're gonna need bell pepper. You're going to need black-eyed peas, some tomatoes and green chili, and then some Italian dressing, and really basic Italian dressing. I should note on this, I have made this recipe dozens and dozens of times over the years and I've tried all sorts of different like Italian dressings, right? You go down the dressing aisle and there's 50 different choices. Again and again, I keep coming back to this and I keep coming back to this because it's a really basic Italian dressing and it complements without overpowering all the other ingredients. If you have an Italian dressing that you like, sure, go with it, do your thing, right? But if you're making this for the first time or you are having problems with the Italian dressing that you currently have overwhelming the recipe, just try something really basic and go with that. And I think it's going to probably work a lot better for you. So let's go ahead and pop the ingredients list up on screen and it will be in the description as well, the video. All right, so a few other notes I want to do before we actually get into this. I know that certain people like to, and you'll find in the recipes as well, like to add black beans or chickpeas or cheese or corn to this recipe. And if that's what you want to do, you do you. Like, I have nothing against that. Just be aware that you are losing the Texas caviar and it's becoming a lot more like a Southwest type dip. And I love Southwest dips, but they are not in the same space as Texas caviar. And just be aware of that. But like I said, if that's what you want, go ahead and do it. This is completely customizable to what you want, but this is the core recipe to start with. So let's go ahead and go to the montage and get this dish made. All right, so that is it. Super, super simple. Just mix everything up in a bowl, mix all the ingredients together, kind of use your own taste. You're gonna wanna taste as you kind of go through the process to make sure everything is the way you want it, right? Now, I would recommend actually putting this in the fridge for a couple of hours before you serve it. The flavors just become that much bolder, that much smoother, and just that much better. Nevertheless, you can eat it immediately, and that's kind of what I've pulled off right here, just to give it a try for y'all on at home watching this. And let's see how it turned out. Let me break this chip a little bit. I don't want to look like an absolute slob. All right, here we go. Wow. Okay, so even now, even without sitting, it is still really, really, really good. So the flavors you can taste already at this moment in time. You can taste the onion, you can taste the bell pepper. The texture from the black-eyed peas is amazing. Now, if you're wondering, if you've never had this before and you're wondering, you know, what do you pair this with? How do you do this? Because this is obviously not a complete dish. This is a dip. I would recommend probably thinking along the lines of something like barbecue, right? Like ribs or brisket, along those lines. You could even do maybe a barbecue chicken or a pork, and you could probably do like a pork loin if it was, or a pork chop if it was even pan fried, right? Just something along those lines. If you were doing a really like fancy mac and cheese, this would work really well with it as well. As far as if you're like drinking, because a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie, when we have this in South Texas, this is something we do for barbecues and stuff. So you're probably gonna want to pair this with like a light beer or even like a mid-tempo wine, and it will be fantastic. So yeah, that is the recipe. Super simple. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you do, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And of course, obviously, join me back for the next video. Until then, see y'all later.